everybody, back with another episode of DSC Healthy Living. Thank you for joining us today. Today I want to talk a little bit about how to prepare a meal for someone who is on our plan and someone who is the rest of the family that may not be, but also how to make theirs healthier, and so you're not really having to cook two separate whole meals. What we're fixing, Caitlin, span over and look at this. We are fixing baked spaghetti. So I already have these combined, and what I did, and Caitlin's going to post a picture in this video as well of the pasta that I use, and I've showed this on my page before, but it is the zero noodle or zero pasta, and you find it in the produce section at Walmart, and it's with like the tofu. So, but it's not tofu. This is actually konjac root. So it's like shiitake noodles. So that is actually like one bag of that is 2 servings of vegetables for us. So this is also why I wanted to talk about this one as well, because I have a lot of my clients who they want to start the program and they're like, I'm not a big vegetable eater. I don't eat vegetables. Well, I want to show you, this is a way to eat vegetables. So the bag is, like I said, one bag is 2 servings of our vegetables. So for the third vegetable, what I did, now this is 2 servings. So I want to explain how I do this for program peeps out there if y'all are watching. So I did 2 bags of the noodles in this, and so that would be 4 greens, okay? And then I did 1 serving of our plan approved, one of our plan approved spaghetti sauces, which I did 1/4 cup of that, which is 1 green. And then the other green I did, so that's 5 greens. And another one is a serving of mushrooms. So I sauteed some mushrooms and put in here as well. So that made 6 veggies, okay? And so if Caitlin and I split this, it'll be 3 veggies each, okay? Now for the protein, what I did, this is an awesome way this is kind of like the day, Tuesday, Wednesday is kind of the day we kind of clean out the fridge and use what we got. That's what I did today. I just like, what do we got today? So we had some leftover ground chicken and some leftover ground hamburger meat. And those were both on the under the lean category. So if you're on a plan peak, you'll know what I'm talking about. So the fat content was higher on those. So we'll only get 5 ounces of that, okay? So what I did, because all I had left was 6 ounces of the combined chicken and the combined hamburger meat, I put the 6 ounces of the meat in, and then I did 4 ounces of cheese. So that made 10 proteins, okay? So we divide that in half. That's 5 each, 5 for me, 5 for Caitlin. So that's how I came up with this. And, well, yeah, 5 ounces, sorry. Caitlin's correcting me in the background. But it is 5 ounces each. And if you want to, like I said, I sprayed my pan. You can use any dish or whatnot. Because I'm using one of the heavier types for mats, I did this one as well. So, not that I'm trying to be all frou-frou and make it look pretty. But, so for Matt's, what I did, and he will know, this is like 4 or 5 servings, 6 servings. But what I like to do, you can actually make this ahead of time, which is awesome. So if you food prep on Sundays, you can go ahead and do all this, get it prepped up, cover it, put it in the fridge, and then just pop it in the oven the night you want to have it. And also after you fix it, it freezes really well, both of them. So that way you can freeze it and put it down in individual servings, and that's a good option for this too. So we want to make things simple. We want to make things that people love. And what I did for Matt's, there's a picture also. Caitlin took it with the bags of the zero pasta noodles that we use, and it's a Dreamfield, and it's another pasta that has more protein in it. There's several options out there, so that is not plan approved, peeps, but that is for when you're in maintenance. You want to make better choices with your pastas if you're going to have those. Like I said, Caitlin and I still continue to use the zero pasta noodles because we love them. But there's other options out there that's made from chickpeas, just the higher proteins, and look for those as well. There's a plethora of options, but that's just the one I chose to use for Matt today. That's what I had in the cabinet. So Also, what I had left over for him, fixed him some meatball subs, and those were great for him to, we make those ahead of time, so, and you can put them in tinfoil. Those are not plant approved again, peeps, but what I do to make his healthier, we get the like the meatless meatballs, and when you add in, you can saute your peppers and some onion and whatever you want to put in those within your spaghetti sauce, and put your frozen meatballs in there and stir it up and cook those like that until you got your sauce. And so I had some of that left over. So what I did was I had some of the meatballs and sauce, and the peppers were already in there. I went ahead and sauteed him some mushrooms as well while I was fixing ours. And I added those to this, and along with that, of course, cheese. And this, if you've never fixed baked spaghetti before, it's just so simple. You know, you fix your spaghetti like you normally do. If you don't even want to do our program, that's fine. But you just stir it up, put cheese in it, throw it in the oven. So simple, simple, simple. Let's see, is anything else that I did with his? Of course, cheese, I always use reduced fat cheese. We never buy full fat cheese. And somebody asked me one time about using the fat-free cheese. It's okay, but sometimes we need that healthy fat. And if they take out all the fat, they're usually putting in a lot of sugar or something else is replacing that sodium. So just make sure you read your labels. And usually I have found that it is better to do the reduced fat cheese. And another thing too, I've mentioned this before, I think on another video, but the mozzarella cheese, it does not say reduced fat. You will never see mozzarella cheese say reduced fat. It says part skim, was it low moisture, part skim. I always say it backward. So that is your reduced fat mozzarella cheese, okay? And they got that, they have them big bags at Walmart, they've got it at Aldi. At Aldi they have the 2%, which is reduced fat. They got the 2% in the Mexican blend cheese, they've got the sharp cheddar, and they have mozzarella in that. And sometimes they'll even have mild, it's hit or miss on that. But anyway, so that's what we're having tonight. Another simple, simple, simple dish to do. And what we'll do when this comes out of the oven, we'll let you see it as a finished product, just a little quick clip on that. Now what I did with this, the way I fixed ours, we will not need any other greens. So if you need more, if you want to have like a side salad with this, what you could do is not use the mushrooms, or not use the, you know, just use one packet of the spaghetti noodles, the konjac root, and then that way you can fix you a side salad with it. So that's another great option if you do love veggies, which is, they're good for you, but you know, some people just do not like veggies. And sometimes it's really hard to get your kids to eat veggies, and this is an awesome way to sneak them in on them too. I know one of my clients makes her child like some mac and cheese out of it, because they've got this in noodles too. It's not, this is like the spaghetti noodles, but they also have the little short noodles, like a macaroni noodle. So she'll fix some of those and make him some mac and cheese with it, and use like a can of the cheddar cheese soup that's reduced fat, and use that and mix it up for him. And he calls it his mommy's special mac and cheese, or his special mac and cheese, oven baked, so it's ready to go in. That's what you didn't know. But anyway, so that's what that's another way you can, you know, you can trick your kids into eating a lot of stuff. So need any more tips on that, let me know. We'll tell you how we snuck stuff in on Caitlin when she was little. She still has nightmares sometimes. I'm just kidding. Ask me about the Mexican pizza. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna pop this in the oven, and once it gets all bubbly and gooey, we'll take another quick, let you look at it when it's finished product, and we'll be back at you next week. Remember, like, subscribe, and comment, and have any questions, shoot them to us as well. And we are back again. Same episode. I was fixing to say, y'all are with us another episode of, but that is not true. This is the end of the other episode. What we did, show them the bubbly baked spaghetti. So that's what we were taking out of the oven. And of course, you know, ours doesn't have as much cheese as Matt's. So ours, you see more of our noodles than you do the cheese, like for Matt, because he loves cheese. But anyway, so what we did, I did the oven for 375 degrees, and then we baked it for 15 minutes. So your oven may be different. If you haven't noticed, ours is a little bit older model. So if yours is, you know, if you got gas or whatnot, it may not take as long. You know, your oven, you do it how you want to do it, and make it as bubbly as you want to make it. You can also put it on broil for, you know, like a minute. Just stay with it, because you know it'll burn it real quick, but that'll even make it even more crispy on top and give you that you know, cheese topping, like it's real crunchy. So you can do it that way too. Anyway, so that is our baked spaghetti, and we will be back next week with, I don't know what. We'll just have to wait and see. And I'm gonna come up with a little song. I think that's what I told Kate when I said, I want to sing a song next time, so I'll be prepared for that. See y'all next week. Bye.
Bye-bye.